Good evening, everyone. Good evening. You don't have to stop getting some food. Continue. I would like to welcome you all to our Link Scholars Reception and welcome to an exciting evening that we have prepared for you. My name is LaToya Smith, and I'm the Assistant Vice President of Talent Acquisition at Fifth Third Bank, where I'm also a proud alum. It's dark. Ooh. Hey. Right. Now that we had dinner, it's time to go to bed. Where I'm the proud alum of CSU as well as the LINK program, and now serving as the president of the LINK Charter President. Thank you. So I bring greetings to you all on this exciting evening, to President Berkman, our faculty administrators, our administration, our graduating seniors, new LINK scholars, sponsors, mentors, and our advisory committee. So I thank you all for coming on this beautiful spring day. So at this time, I hope that you have an opportunity to rekindle some old friendships, meet some new friends here today, and allow this opportunity for the organization to continue, the program to continue another 30, 40 years. So at this time, I want to bring up my good friend, Julian Rogers, who is going to share some exciting special announcements.
Thank you, LaToya. Again, my name is Julian Rogers. I'm the Director of Community Partnerships with Cleveland State, and I'd like to thank you all for being here as well. In a few minutes, I'm going to bring up President Berkman to give our special announcement. But before that, I wanted to take a quick minute to recognize some of our sponsors. This program, as it's been said, has been around for 30 years, and over those years, we've had hundreds of people contribute to this program. And it wouldn't be a success without those people that have given their time and their treasure to the LINK program. I want to acknowledge a couple of sponsors in particular. The Dominion Foundation for the past several years has given an ongoing $2,500 contribution. I know that we have some representatives that are on their way from the Dominion Foundation. I don't see them here today, but I do want to recognize Dominion for their many years of support to the program. And this year, we're very fortunate to have a new sponsor, Dollar Bank. Contributed $2,500 just a couple of weeks ago to the LINK program. And I'd like to thank Dorothy Curtis, Amisha Boykin, and Clifford King of Dollar Bank that I know are on their way here today if they're not already in the room. And then last year, we had a phenomenal contribution from a corporation that's just recently partnered with the LINK program, the Eaton Corporation. Eaton endowed the LINK program with $400,000 last year. So this is one of the largest gifts that the LINK program has seen in many, many years, if not the largest gift that we've seen. And that's really allowed us to have a sustainable program. Having that ongoing money that's coming in is something that we need for this program in order to ensure the success of our students. So again, let's give another thanks to the Eaton Corporation. And then lastly, the LINK program has gone over a number of changes over the past couple of years. And our financial situation before the Eaton Corporation endowment came in was somewhat unstable. So I do want to recognize that President Berkman, on behalf of the university, has given an ongoing contribution of $20,000 to support this program from the university. And this is something that we haven't had in the past, but now we're very fortunate that the university has this ongoing commitment of $20,000 to the program to support our scholarships and operations of the program. So again, thank you for that. So as you can see, this program is growing. People are more and more each day expressing interest in the program. They see the importance of supporting minority students here at Cleveland State University. And I can tell you that this program is one of the top-notch programs here at Cleveland State. Our students are, if you're looking for high caliber employees, look no further than our LINK program. We do a good job, Instructor Jones, with working with our students on a regular basis, our mentors that are working with our students on a regular basis and coaching them on how to be successful employees in the workforce is unlike any other program here at Cleveland State University. So we are very proud of the work we do with the LINK program. We're very proud of our students, and we're very encouraged by the new crop of students that you'll be shortly meeting here at the LINK program. So without any further ado, like I said, this program is building momentum, and with that, we've got some exciting news. And I'd like to bring forward President Berkman, our president here at Cleveland State University, for a very special announcement. Thank you.
Thank you, Julian. Good evening, everybody. I'm really pleased to be here this evening. And you know, in many ways, the LINK program is something that is a paradigm, good evening, is a paradigm, a model, okay, that would and should be broadly beneficial and implemented throughout the university, because the goal of the program is to create a link, to create a bridge, to create a pathway. So I want to welcome the new scholars. I want to congratulate those students who will join me on May 12th, where almost 2,200 students will walk across the stage and receive their degree from Cleveland State University. That's a very large number of students for Cleveland State University. We graduated about 1,400 at the winter commencement, so we're getting close to 4,000 students who will graduate this year from Cleveland State University. LINK really represents, once again, a model for this important opportunity to create students with these opportunities. And I want to thank the leadership of the program. I want to thank all of the mentors, some who are here and are not here yet, because, you know, the mentors extend the educational program, extend the educational experience, and are integral to the success that I know so many of you will enjoy. 30 years, the LINK program has been a program at Cleveland State University. And as you know, as Julian said, it has provided scholarships, internships, and cooperative education experiences for promising minority students. As Julian was talking, I was remembering being at a meeting of the Commission for Economic Inclusion, which is an organization that comes out of the GCP, the Greater Cleveland Partnership. And at the time, Sandy Cutler, who was the former CEO of Eaton, was the chair of the Commission for Economic Inclusion. And we were having a discussion in the course of the discussion, and there was a room full of CEOs there. In the course of the discussion, Sandy Cutler said, okay, we have seen an awful lot of interns come through Eaton, and I know that a lot of you have seen a lot of interns come through your corporations. What we have not seen and what we need to desperately see is a diverse group of interns coming through this program. And LINK is the link. LINK is making this happen. So congratulations. So we do have a special announcement, again, in the same way that the gift of Eaton, okay, has helped recognize and lift the program up. This is another gift that will be, I believe, a game changer, absolute game changer for the program. And it's a gift by Darwin and Myra Smith, who are two very special friends who are making a donation, okay, to the LINK program. These former Clevelanders who now live in Dallas and North Carolina, depending on what day it is, when they're not here at Cleveland State, and they have been generous donors. They are the prime donors and the prime sponsors of the AHA Festival, which I hope that many of you attended last year and will attend this year. They made it possible. We would not really have the dollars to have launched it if they had not made it possible. And it is another bridge. It is a bridge between arts, humanity, and the humanities, okay? It is a bridge between young people and accomplished people. It is really, really a very unique festival that I hope and I trust will continue to be a trademark of Cleveland State. So with their shared passion for helping people overcome barriers, and they've done this everywhere. I was with them in Dallas for a foster care program that they funded in Dallas. So their philanthropy has been all about making opportunities possible for individuals when these individuals may just not have the reach. So they have recently made a gift that will support 13 Link scholarships per year for 5 years. But there's more. In addition to that, their gift will also support 5 study abroad scholarships per year for 5 years. And really, how unique and inventive it is for the idea for students, particularly minority students, many of whom have not traveled 20 miles or 15 miles, okay, from their neighborhood. Indeed, just one quick digression. Years ago when I was in New York and I was doing the first empowerment plan for Charlie Rangel, out of Charlie Rangel's office, we did a survey of Harlem, okay, of young people in Harlem, right? And we asked the question of young people in Harlem, basically, how far have they ventured from their home, from their house? And we asked this from 15 to 20-year-olds. And we tabulated the results, and the average was they had traveled 1 square mile, on average, 1 square mile, okay, from where their house is. So not only are they have the opportunity to travel now to Cleveland State, they have the opportunity to travel abroad. It is really an inspired gift. So if Myra and Darwin would come forward, we'll introduce them to you and give them a small token of our appreciation.
So, hi. We thank you for the opportunity to be with you. I guess, as Ron said, I guess we've devoted much of our life to try to build bridges to link around, and certainly we are extremely pleased with what Cleveland State University in general, and this program in particular, offers. In the future, people like us, old white people, we are going to be the minority, right? This is the future sitting in front of us, and we recognize that. So, go ahead. And I do all this because of Myra.
Right. I'm not the one who usually speaks. So anyway, we really are very happy to be here, and we're really pleased to do what we can to help this program and help the students. And
Thank you. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. It is our pleasure.
Good evening. My name is Charlene Jones. I'm the coordinator of the LINK program, and I just want to thank the Smiths as well as Dr. Berkman. We sincerely do appreciate all of the assistance, dollars, contributions, but also all of you sitting out there. I don't think there's one person out there who has not participated, assisted, helped, talk with a student, work with a student that hasn't made a difference for the LINK program. So from me to all of you, a round of applause. Dr. Earls, who's a retired director of NASA, executive of residence here at Cleveland State University, and the interim vice president of University Engagement, who is currently on vacation, by the way. He does send his regards, and he said that some people do not need an introduction, and within Cleveland State, that is very true of Ms. Valerie Hinton Hanna. Having said that, what I think about is what was said from a student who's a Central Scholar. It was a quote, and when I read it, I immediately thought of Ms. Valerie Hinton Hanna. And it's by Douglas MacArthur. A true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the compassion to listen to the needs of others. She does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the equality of her actions and the integrity of her intent. Again, this quote is very true of Ms. Valerie Hinton Hanna.
Thank you, Charlene. Thank you so much. Welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Valerie Hinton Hanna, and I will be introducing our speaker for this evening. Our speaker this evening is Dr. Donna White. Dr. Donna White is currently the interim director of the Black Studies program and visiting associate professor at Cleveland State University. Dr. White was invited to assume this position in August of 2016 following the untimely passing of the Black Studies director, Dr. Michael Williams. After retiring from her position at CSU as the director in the Office of Diversity and Multicultural Affairs, Dr. White continued teaching courses in history, comparative religion, and urban studies at the university. In the upcoming spring semester, once again, she'll teach a thought-provoking course on the religious ethics of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. With over 35 years as a college administrator, Dr. White has held positions at several universities, including her alma mater, The Ohio State University. Throughout her career, she has mentored and supported dozens of students who have gone on to successful careers. She is an author and has collaborated on the publication of the book Busing, Boycotts, and Beyond, The History and Implications of School Desegregation in the Urban North. She is a resident of Shaker Heights since 1982, where she served on the Shaker Heights School Board and the Shaker Heights Library Board. Dr. White, even though has had a long career as an administrator, she is known primarily now as a faculty member. She's always wanted to be a teacher, and her lifelong dream has become a reality at Cleveland State University. One of her most recent achievements related to her past position as the interim director of Black Studies is bringing a study abroad program in Ghana to Cleveland State University, and this will occur in January of 2019. For me, and I've known Dr. White a long time, we work together. In my official role, I'm the Director of Student Conduct, and so that means those that don't follow my book of Thou Shall Nots end up in my office. And for many years, Dr. White was my student conduct officer, and so we would work very closely together. But how I met her, and for me, what she's most noted for, is the conceptualization of the LINK program. This program is here today due to Dr. Donna White's vision, Dr. Donna White's commitment, Dr. Donna White's passion for students. I was taking a class with one of her coworkers in career services, and she says, we're interviewing professors for our summer program. You want to serve? And oh yeah, that's cool. And so that's how I met Donna, through Dr. Pam Charity Leaks. And over the course of the years, we've had a wonderful time. And Ms. Charlene knows that one of my particular passions is students. I know all about students, I know how they think and work. And so the goal is to get students from point A, admission, to point B, which is graduation. And so Dr. Donna White, we thank you for your vision for the LINK program, for all the students that have gone through, and for us to be able to be in this room today and accept this generous gift that has been bestowed. At this time, I'd like to bring Dr. Donna White.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is just such an honor to be here. I have to just say, I'm so humbled. I really am. When you are thinking about the time, 30 years, it's really hard to believe because you don't necessarily have a vision necessarily. You're just trying to do your job. And I want to thank you, Val, for that wonderful introduction. And I'm no longer the interim director of Black Studies. I want to make sure I say that for the record. I did that for a year. And I want to thank Charlene Jones for inviting me here today. But I want us all to think about what would we do if our boss came into our office and said, if you had some grant money, what would you do? And I said, well, and Steve Kravinsky was the director of career services. I came to Cleveland State in 1985, and Steve was the director of career services. And he sat down and he said, what would you do? Every year on my evaluation, we would establish goals for the year. So I would always have as one of my goals something that I would be able to do to enhance the life and the opportunities for minority students. But I was the business co-op coordinator, so if anybody knows what that means, I had a lot of students to work with. And so I could not just singularly set aside opportunities for certain students because I had to do it for all. And I said, if I had my way, or if I had my druthers, I would develop a minority student program. Because as I sit here as the business co-op coordinator, and I had accounting, finance, marketing, management, I had all the business students. I also had a number of employers who understood the value of diversity. They understood the value of diversity. And so they would request that I refer minority students to them. And I never had enough. I never had enough. And so the idea really was born there, that the Finn Educational Fund with the Cleveland Foundation and Title VIII with the U.S. Department of Education had funds available. And I said, Steve, I would develop a program because I need help. I need help. I can't do this all by myself. And so the idea came along to grow our own, to recruit students from high school and to have them come to Cleveland State, high-achieving students, because our employers were saying we want students with strong grade point averages, certain majors. And I said, we'll grow our own. And I know that students have potential. There's no question about it. It was really about offering the help students perhaps needed and allowing them and helping them form a community that we know is something that will help them thrive in higher education. Well, I certainly didn't do this alone, and I'm glad that Valerie Hinton Hanna mentioned the name Pam Charity. Pam Charity. When I came to Career Services in 1985, Pam Charity was there already. And so she was instrumental in helping to write the first proposal. So the idea between Steve and certainly others, I can't claim it all, really was to have a program that offered two streams of support. One was the Career Development Coordinator and the Corporate Development Coordinator. One would work with corporations to raise scholarship dollars. The other would be there to recruit students and to nurture the students, support them, help them find resources on campus that were not nearly as plentiful as they are now. And so we had the two positions, and there I was, and still the business co-op coordinator. And so I never really thought about 30 years down the line. I really didn't. I thought about how it was, how I would feel had I had the opportunity to have support where somebody really believed in me and offered the opportunity for students to get scholarships in their first year and then to have co-op positions after that. That was the whole idea. First year, but we didn't have scholarships to start off with. We had one employer, I do believe LTV still, started off with our $6,000 scholarship. It could have been $10 million. And so that's all we needed. And we started to raise funds, and we said, this is going to work. And so one person I do want to recognize here, more than one, but I don't want to miss the opportunity for everybody to know who Karen Marshall is. And if you would stand, please, Karen. Karen Marshall. So I'm going to claim this. Karen Marshall came to us as an applicant as the corporate development coordinator. So she was one of the first staff members with the LINK program. And she developed opportunities with corporations. She developed the concept for the corporate mentoring. So I cannot claim all the responsibility for all of the vision. It was certainly a collective, it was a collaboration among many of us. But what I do want to say is that I have seen many programs come and go. And it is beyond gratifying that the LINK program is still alive. And so many employers, so many students, alums have benefited and given back. So again, you know, the seed of a vision is what I can claim. But certainly everybody over all of these 30 years has made sure that the program has stayed alive. I would also like to bring to your attention Yolanda Burt, who is also also worked with the LINK program for many years. Again, it just could not happen, but the university had to believe in this. The university had to believe in the LINK program, and the corporations that worked with us had to believe in the LINK program, and we had to believe in the students. And they always came through for us. We have so many success stories that's what makes my heart feel good. And so we know that LINK is alive and well, and I could talk about the history, but you know, I can say then too, I could not have imagined this vision to have been as grand and as supported as it is now. I would like to thank you so much for the gift that you've offered now. And also, as I heard that you're also offering scholarships for study abroad, and I'm pleased, Valerie, that you mentioned that it just happens that I helped to bring forth this study abroad program in Ghana for 2019. So students out there, you know, this is a little bit of advertisement for that. Well, I'm not going to talk any longer because I want to just say to you, thank you so much. And I would like to know around the room who are current LINK students so that I can see who it is who's benefiting by the program now. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I would also like to thank Charlene Jones, who is really the heart of the program now, and for offering me this opportunity to be able to present to you today. I'd like to thank you so much, Charlene. I'm so proud of you all. Thank you.
Diverse students are so blessed because of her insight, her passion, and her vision that we would like to honor you with this plaque. It has the logo on it for LINK, and in recognition of 30 years of success of the LINK program, Cleveland State University hereby recognizes Dr. Donna M. White for her vision and determination in creating the LINK program and serving as its founding director. April 17th, 2018.
Oh, that's so nice. Isn't that nice?
Thank you, Dr. White. I'd also like to, while she's still standing, if Yolanda could stand, and if Karen Marshall could stand, because those are some of the founding people who helped participate in this program. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. There are Link students that you're proud of because of their accomplishments, and others because they listen, participate, and help other students. Michael has done and continues to do both of those things. So we asked him to come and talk about his experience with the Link program. Michael?
That's fine. That's a full house. All right, thank you, Dr. Dana White, for that wonderful speech, for stepping up 30 years ago to start this excellent program. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for having me at this very special 30th anniversary of Link program and awards reception. I am Michael Chukwonye, a SCADA engineer with First Energy, and I'm a Link alum. I'm a double alum from Tri-C and Cleveland State. I finished with Associate of Arts and General Science from Tri-C and Electrical Engineering degree and an MBA from Cleveland State. And I'm a proud supporter of both colleges, especially the Link program. It is a humbling honor to be with you all today to celebrate the Link 30th anniversary. A quick overview on my journey with Link program. Let's rewind back to 2011, April specifically. After transferring from Tri-C, I had a meeting with the Career Services office. I had a meeting with Ms. Ivana Yuko. And after that meeting, she said, there's somebody you have to meet. Wait. She went and grabbed Ms. Charlene Jones, and she walked into the office. Ms. Jones and Ivana reviewed my report, and at that time, seeing that I was more than an average student coming from Tri-C, but then after the first semester here at CSU, things were not all that rosy, to put it that way. So they decided to sit back with me and review what's going on. At that time also, I had 3 jobs, taking more than 12 credits in my classes. After understanding my predicament, Ms. Jones and Ms. Ivana figured out that what I need is to kind of cut down on the job that I have, especially if we can get me something in the line of an internship and also in an area that I'm actually studying, which is electrical engineering. We tried getting an internship with GrafTech, Palmer, Ohio. That didn't work out. We gave a shot at CPP, and fortunately enough, that worked out. And I was done with 2 jobs and still taking classes. As a Link program scholar, the benefits are so relevant even to present month. One thing I did as a Link program scholar while in school was to attend all Link events that my class schedule permit. They range from the Link men section, Dinner Educate section in this room, I remember that, the mock interviews, Cleveland opportunity, employee and Link appreciation dinner, Link mentor and mentee luncheons, and an opportunity to volunteer with BPACF, Black Professional Association Charitable Foundation. After getting all this support as a Link program scholar, here are a few connections I have made over the years. So I tag them connections, so you hear me repeating connections to this. My Link connection to $600. Link program even gives students opportunity to make money. Ms. Jones, she was working out, I don't know if she remembered, she sent out an email captioned potential money-making opportunity. I jumped on it. That time, there was an opportunity to volunteer with a group called We Are Ohio. They needed help in distributing literature throughout Ohio, Northeast Ohio. I jumped on that opportunity. After 3 days of work, you get paid $600 and a certificate which showed their appreciation to the 2011 Gold TV canvassers for volunteering to ensure the defeat of an issue 2 then. That money provided me with textbooks, which at this time, looking back, my time was worth volunteering for that event. My link connection to Cleveland Solutions at Cleveland Clinic. Also, an email came out from the desk of Ms. Charlene Jones as well, an opportunity to go to Cleveland Clinic and participate for a 3-day competition. They provided you with a solution, you link with other members, and the task was to come up with an answer to that solution. Another link connection was with BPACF. I say BPACF and I look at Mr. Ron over there. In 2013, I volunteered for BPACF Gala as a host. That opportunity provided me with connections to some of Cleveland civic leaders like Mayor Jackson, who at that time signed my checks. And Mr. Randall McShepard, who at that year, I believe, received the award for the gala. Just earlier on this speech, I noted the relevance of link connection up to current month. Just last week, I hosted Ms. Marcella Brown, the Executive Director of BPACF, as the keynote speaker for Mosaic kickoff event at First Energy headquarters. Mosaic is the newest First Energy employee business resource group that I founded. As we know, Ms. Brown is also in the Link Advisory Board. My link connection to Ms. Lila Vespolo, First Energy Executive Vice President. Make your connections work for you. Now, this is for the Link students. Make your connections work for you. Last year, my internal work news portal posted a news article titled Girl Scout Honor Layla Vespola. Layla, on that article, was on a picture with Miss LaToya Smith. I took advantage of my connections to Miss Smith and sent Layla an email. And today we are connected. So make your connections work for you. Before my graduation from CSU, I was also honored as a McNair Scholar. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to leave us with a word from Ms. Lorna Johnson, who is also here. At that time, she worked for the Career Service, but now she's with Sherwin-Williams. And I quote, we only offer the tools to succeed, but it was you who absorbed and acted on the information, putting in the hard work necessary to become who you are today. So for the Link students, the Link program can only provide you with tools, but you have to, at every point, every stage, be the one to take responsibility to take advantages of those opportunities. Once again, I thank you all for spending your evening with me. Thank you.
I think you can see why I'm so impressed with Michael. And I say that from the standpoint, you share information with people and you hope they're listening. You hope they're doing what you ask them to do. I never had to ask Michael to do anything more than once. And if I suggested it, he did it. That's why he is and where he is today. And so, for a Distinguished Alumni Award presented to Michael, pronounce your last name.
Chukwuonye.
Thank you. April 17, 2018, and it has our logo on it.
Thank you.
Everyone can see it. No, so I can see it. Thank you again, Michael. We are so proud of you. As you continue to represent and promote LINK, we sincerely appreciate that. Now, we also have some leadership awards. That's new within the last couple of years. We used to do it on a regular basis, and we're back doing it again because we want to make sure that students realize how important they are and that we're watching. People oftentimes think we don't pay any attention to what they're doing. We are watching all the time. And just so you know, if I'm not watching, someone else is watching, and they're telling me. Remember I mentioned there are LINK students that you are proud of because they listen, participate, and begin their accomplishments? This is one of those students. He took a class with me during his freshman year and rarely, if ever, spoke in class, unless I called upon him and made him. So you hope the students are listening, and he was. He completed a study abroad. He has given a presentation at a conference to over 240 people, now has an internship at the Federal Reserve Bank. Isaiah Orr, please come up and get your leadership award. Oh, here, come on, got to. I say that because Isaiah, and again, you tell or mention to people that all you have to do is write things and you can get scholarships, et cetera. He wrote, got a scholarship, wrote an essay, got a scholarship. He actually sent a thank you note to them, things that he had learned. By doing that, they invited him to come and speak at their conference. And they are actually here at the table as well. Diana Starks, who's a longtime LINK mentor, Dr. Mester, and Stephen Jenkins. If you would all please stand. And they're all from the Federal Reserve Bank. Talk about a following, okay? When we interviewed this student, the entire committee was completely impressed. I mean, we had a discussion after we interviewed this student. Since that time, he continues to impress us. He's working 3 jobs. He's carrying a full-time credit load. He responds promptly to all of my emails, hint, 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 everybody else. He sends me and his mentors updates on a regular basis. I don't have to ask. I'm informed as to what's going on. Hint, hint, hint. When he needs assistance with interviewing or other things of that nature, he definitely asks so he can get on my schedule so we can make those things happen. He's very organized. He follows up, as I mentioned. Even one of the places where he worked, they recognized him for his efforts at CSU Rec. Glenn always offers a helping hand to his coworker without any hesitation. He's a hard worker that always keeps himself busy. Glenn? There you go. Give me a hug. Absolutely. All right, come on. Let me take a picture. Thank you. And his mentor is also here, Leona Johnson. All right, we're looking to recognize our graduating seniors. And we have 4 of them. 3 of them I saw, so I know they're here. The 4th one, I'm not sure if she's here because she's actually working. The first is going to be Rain Kendall. So they get a stole and a certificate. Samuel Sanya. Did he send you up here? Did he send you up here? Okay. You might as well. So come on up, we'll take a picture after. And then Clarence Tate. Who, by the way, is not only going to be an engineer, he is a wonderful piano player, just so you know. Absolutely. Yeah, sure. All right, we have some new Link scholars, and we also have two new Central scholars. So I'll name the two Central scholars first because it's just two of them. Renice Edmonds Story. If you come on up. And then Shalia Beard Howard.
Just a piece of clarification. We have another scholarship that's managed out of our office called the Central Neighborhood Scholars. These two students are from the Central Neighborhood, East Tech students. Ronice, you're at?
I'm from Northeast Ohio College Prep High School.
And Shayla's from East Tech. And so this is part of our relationship with, building a relationship with the Central Neighborhood, which is the neighborhood immediately to the south of us. We have what's called the Central Neighborhood Alliance, so we have a number of programs and initiatives that we work with community-based organizations within the Central Neighborhood to kind of strengthen the relationship between Cleveland State and Central. So part of what we do is we offer 2 full tuition scholarships to graduating seniors from the neighborhood. And we've been doing that for the past 4 years, and these are our 2 new Central students. Central students participate in all of the same activities as our Link students. So we consider them Link students, but their source of funding actually comes from a different pot of money. But these are our new Central scholars, so welcome them.
All right, we have some new Link scholars that we're going to ask to stand. And one in particular, I'm going to really mess up your last name, so I apologize up front. Bianca Gully could not be here because she is actually working. Tony, I'm not even going to call your last name. Alexis Smith, I'm going to have everybody stand. Tyshawn Simon, Brett Brown, Stanley Wagner, and Isaiah Williams. Those are our newest Link scholars. As you can see, you have some big shoes to fill. We also have high expectations for you because all of them promised us they would do a whole host of things in their interviews. So we're going to hold you to everything you promised because we have it in writing. Now I'm going to bring back up Julian, who's going to go forward with the acknowledgement of mentors.
As it's been said before, this program would not work without our mentors, and we want to recognize them today. We have nice plaques for each of our mentors, so as I call your name, if you could please come up, and we'll hand you a plaque, and if you can just hold your applause to the end when we get all of our mentors up here. So I also want to acknowledge that in addition to the generous contribution from the Eaton Corporation, Eaton has also worked with their employees to help identify folks within their corporation that are looking to mentor our students. So a number of our mentors have come from Eaton this year. So we welcome those new mentors from Eaton. Thank you. So without further ado, our mentors we'd like to acknowledge are Christina Arnold, Mary Roberts, Han Liu, Irene Butinsky, Mike Hill, Jennifer Sueda, Lauren Adams, John Bender, Rance Mack. I think we had a parking issue today, I've been told. Tom Roberts, Diana Starks. All right. Bingo. Angela Hill, Leona Johnson, John Paximatis, Sydney Johnson, Faith Allen Piper, Felicia Hall, Ramona Lowry, Ron Johnson, and Latoya Smith. Now, in addition to being mentors, Ron Johnson and Latoya Smith also serve on our Link Advisory Board. The advisory board is a new entity that was created a couple of years ago when we were going through our financial situation and we wanted to make sure that this program didn't go away. We felt it would be prudent to have an advisory board of people that were either Link alumni, people that are of stature in the community that really have a commitment to the program and would make sure that they would put pressure on the university, that we make sure that this program is as strong as it can be. So we'd like to recognize our Link Advisory Board members as well. Again, Ron Johnson, Latoya Smith, who is the chair, William Holdup, who couldn't be here today, Marcella Brown, Daryl Johnson, who couldn't be here, Paula Oliver, who I saw, come on up, and Jerry Pena. So again, we want to thank you all for your efforts in working with our students. We know that it takes time, and you're providing a service to our students that they very much appreciate and they're getting so much out of, and we really appreciate all that you do. So let's give all our mentors a hand. You guys come in a little bit closer. That's good. So again, I want to congratulate all of our new Link students, our new Central Scholars, our graduating seniors. This is a phenomenal program, and a couple of years ago, I've been with the university for almost 5 years now, and about 3 years ago, the Link program was transferred to the Office of Civic Engagement. And I can tell you that this has been great for me because it's really given me an opportunity to have personal contact with students. Before, my contact with students was somewhat limited, and it also gave me an opportunity to get to know Charlene Jones, who does a phenomenal job with her students, and I want to thank her. for all of her hard work in putting in for this event. Without her, this program would not exist. So thank you, Charlene Jones. Again, all of the great speakers that we had today, Michael, Dr. White, thank you for your contributions, for having the vision of putting this program together, for Michael, for all of your success and being a role model for our current Link students. And we hope to see you and mentoring our students and talking to them as much as you can. For all the people that were instrumental in this program, Yolanda, Karen, we want to thank you too. Again, this has been 30 years. It takes a lot of people and a lot of effort to keep a program going for 30 years. And so we want to thank and acknowledge you as well. And without any doubt, we definitely want to thank the Smiths, who made the trip up from Texas, who have given so much of their treasure for this wonderful program. This is going to be a game changer, like Dr. Berkman said, for this program. Again, those that came in a little late, Darwin and Myrna Smith are offering 13 scholarships to Link students for the next 5 years. Each year, 13 new scholars will be benefiting from their gifts. So we truly, truly appreciate that. In addition, they're also offering 5 study abroad scholarships for the next 5 years. So we want to thank the Smiths for their commitment to this program and for your vision in seeing the importance of supporting something like this. So again, thank you guys. So I know that there's still a lot of food in the back, but with this is concluding our program. If anyone here is looking to mentor or get more involved with our program, I would encourage you to do so. And make sure you see Charlene Jones. Oh, and we have a nice cake if you haven't seen, so we want to make sure that we all meet over there and get a nice slice of cake. So again, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for participating. To the parents, I want to say congratulations. You've got some phenomenal students, and we know that they wouldn't be phenomenal if it wasn't for all the hard work that you put in. So again, to the parents, let's give a round of applause to them as well. And with that, thank you. Enjoy the evening.